Wow. Now in his 90s, Clint Eastwood has done it again, I think, as I just saw his brand new film, Cry Macho, now playing in theaters and streaming on HBO Max. But is this new film from the 90-year-old superstar another surefire dramatic win for him? Or is it just a film that will make you feel like a pathetic, helpless weakling? Find out right now in this spoiler free review. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Doyle, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the just now released neo-western drama flick Cry Macho, released by Warner Brothers, directed and produced by, and also starring, the legendary Clint Eastwood. Adapted by Nick Schenk, based on the 1975 novel of the same name by N. Richard Nash. Now, the film follows a former rodeo star who is hired to reunite a young man in Mexico with his father in the U.S. Well, apparently, attempts to adapt this novel in a feature film have, been going for many years. Mr. Eastwood had been wanting to try to do this for so long. Yeah, with a variety of actors in negotiations to star. And it had been a decade ago when old Arnold Schwarzenegger was cast in the film, but production was canceled after a scandal. But last year it was announced that Eastwood would create an adaptation with Albert S. Ruddy, Tim Moore, and Jessica Meir attached as producers. So I think that was pretty cool. Anyway, now our main character is Mike Milo, a Texan rodeo star who had retired due to a severe back injury. The next year, his former boss Howard Polk hires him to travel to Mexico City and bring back his 13-year-old son, Rafael. He agrees, and upon entering Mexico, he meets his mother, who tells him that he has turned to a life of crime, participating in cockfights and that's not what you think it. You don't want. You think that's something sexual? No, it isn't. It involves maybe the other kind, or with the aid of a rooster who he named Macho. Well, apparently, after escaping a police raid, Mike takes Raphael and apparently head off on a real big and long journey. And well, he tells stories and all that stuff. Kind of get into a predicament. But anyway, that's all I'm going to tell you. This and what have you, from what I'm seeing. And they do meet this here woman who becomes good friends with him. But anyway, that's about all I'm going to tell you. Anyway, now I'm glad that the critics liked the scenery and the score, which was done by Mark Mancina. Yes, Mark Mancina's score for this was very good. The scenery was absolutely amazing, but unfortunately, critics were a bit mixed on this, with criticism towards the screenplay. I completely do understand, but I've gotta say, the screenplay was just kind of a way a mixed bag. But that's my only little bit of a slight negative and what have you. But well, maybe not factually slight, but it's still reasonable and all. Now, of course, Mr. Eastwood's performance of Mike Milo really was really good, as they've said, and the film's tone received a polarized response. Whatever that would mean, but who am I kidding? I think even in his 90s, Eastwood still has it in ways. Some do claim that it's a I don't know, a rehashing, not rehashing. What's that word again? Kind of. Hell, I don't even know what word to describe it. Of some of the old westerns he did a long time ago. I know this is the first time I'm reviewing one of his films. I need to review more of his films, like some of his old films, like the old spaghetti westerns he did back in the days, like A Fistful of Dollars for a Few Dollars More than the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I will definitely review those sometime down the road. And to some of his other materials, such as the Dirty Harry franchise, which look for reviews of those coming up later on in December. Anyway, now his former boss Howard Polk is played by country music star Dwight Yoakam. Yes, I was surprised to see him in this. I mean, he may have gotten the gray white hair, but he still has the same face that I remembered from long ago. Now, I did like Eduardo Minett as Raffo, which of course that's kind of a short for Raphael. That's spelled Rafael. Yeah, it was pretty good. And Natalia Treven is the woman they meet along the way, Marta. She was absolutely good too. The rest of the cast wasn't too bad. But anyway, despite the screenplay was met with criticism, which I understand, it was a bit of an issue with the movie, but nonetheless, it still proved to be another good movie. And I'm going to say, I'm just going to defend it for what it is and what have you. And, well, that's all I can tell you about this movie. Still with a with a pretty good cast, a reasonable screenplay, a good score, and everything. I think this is another pretty good film for Mr. Eastwood. Who knows what he'll do next? Even though he's in at 91 now, you never can tell. But anyway, for my score for Cry Macho, I'm going to be giving this film 4.5 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 9. Sorry to all you critics. No hard feelings, but this is just my thoughts and what have you. So anyway, if you have seen Cry Macho, you can tell me what you thought about in the comments section below. I would recommend you give it maybe a one-time watch, and if you're not satisfied with this film, then don't bother with it anymore. Just stick with some of the old school Clint Eastwood stuff. Anyway, again, let me know what you thought about the film, just because I'm curious. Anyway, if you liked the video, click the like button below, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of a film that recently celebrated its 35th anniversary last month, but I failed to do a review of. But I'm gonna make up for that in the form of the Flight of the Navigator. That's right, I'm gonna review this underrated Disney sci-fi classic tomorrow, aka next time. So with all that said, thanks for watching, and if you like this, you may want to check out some of these other recent reviews. And are spoil free. In the upper left hand corner is my review of another neo western type flick, which of course the film was. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just. Oh yeah, Let 'Em Go from last year. Sorry, it was slipping my mind. In the upper right hand corner, you can check out my review for the film that's already become the next big thing at the box office, of course, is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Or go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my previous spoiler-free review for Cop Shop with Gerard Butler. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.